Hey y'all, good morning. I just recorded a whole message that did not have any audio. Really? TikTok, get y'all life together, please. Because I know it's not my phone, right? Anyway, good morning, good doggone morning, y'all. What I was talking about in the lab, it's not going to come out like it did. It flowed, honey. So, just come to say, on yesterday, I had an amazing reading for me. Hopefully it was for the client as well. And sometimes clients book double seats in order to get a longer session, because sometimes 30 minutes is not enough to get the message across. But this client booked 2 sessions back to back to get an hour-long session, which I loved. I was like, okay, think big on it. Think big on it. But her flow was a life path reading. And sometimes, y'all, within life path readings, love don't come up, or money doesn't come up, or family doesn't come up, or relationship doesn't come up. It's going to bring up the things that you need to focus on right now at this moment. Be it if you've seen it, or if it's going to be seen in like you need to prepare for it. When I do my life path readings, it's never one directional. It's always all over the place, because it's a life path. It may talk about love. It may talk about balance. It may talk about energy. It may talk about life in general. It may talk about work. It may talk about finances. It may talk about relationship, your kids. It talks about a lot of different things in my life path reading. That's why I tell y'all, if you book a life path reading, it's not going to dumb it down just to love, because I use multiple cards to get the message where it needs to be. And that's all over the place with a life path. I don't just pull love, and I don't pull cold cards as well. Just cold cards, meaning I give you the good juju in life. Baby, if the devil card or the death card in reverse comes out, I'm going to tell you what the fuck it is. Darkness. You holding on to some dark things coming up, all of that. I'm going to tell you the God honest truths that's coming out. That's just what I do. Also, in readings too, I flow as well. When I pull the cards, I flow within guidance as well. I don't just, first of all, if y'all ever book me, because y'all probably don't never see me, I don't really read on open platforms like live. It just makes me nervous. I don't like a lot of people in my energy. I just don't like it. When you are pulling cards, you are open up to all this type of energy. That's just what it is. And I prefer me and you, or whoever the client is, right? I prefer that. It helps me. I'm just that way. But one thing I noticed too, some people who are readers, they read the cards. They read the flow of cards. For me, I read the cards, the flow, and I give guidance as well of what it looks like, probably what you're feeling, how you are pulling this shit in, what you need to do to break it down. I'm going to give you all of that. Now, out of all of that, something's going to probably hit your spirit. One of this, and the biggest thing too is with clients, you're going to get that client that is open to change and healing. And you're going to get that client just booking to dump and be bitter and just talk. Them the kind that probably don't book no more. I think the reader is the problem. But actually, they are the issue, because you booked for me to talk. This is not a therapy session. Therapists sit, listen, and write. ask questions to pull it out of you. A reader or a guide, we ask questions, we pull our cards, and baby, I'm going to guide you to the light. I'm going to talk. I'm never going to sit in a session and just listen to you ramble, complain, dump. Never. Because that is not why you booked me. So, I was saying, my reading yesterday, this young lady booked 2 sessions. She booked an hour-long session, which she knew, because everybody, sometimes people don't understand, sometimes 30 minutes, when you are in it, is not enough, right? And I go over sometimes, but at the end of the day, this young lady booked 2 seats. And she made me think how valuable and how encouraging my words of wisdom are, you know? And let me tell you why. She booked 2 seats for an hour-long session. And I was asking her, I said, I see you booked 2 sessions. She said, yeah, sometimes blah, blah, 30 minutes is not enough. And I know sometimes you need longer. And I was like, okay, understandable, because I wanted to understand because I have never had, now I had somebody book 2 mini sessions, which is 15 and 15, but not 2 30 minutes on a reading. And she did. So even though it was an hour, I flowed almost an hour over that hour. And it wasn't because, it was just because we blended together. I have regular conversations with my clients. I'm not a spiritualist or a reader that the spirit told me. Honey, I talk like I'm talking to you in a real life conversation. I do. I'm open. I flow. And I don't just pull cards and just spirit told me and it looks like, I don't do that shit. I pull cards, I look at the situation, I look at reverse, I look at if it's upright, I look at the whole situation, and I kind of like pull from the energy of the card. You're supposed to look at the pics if you know how to read cards, but I do all of that. I look at the energy, I feel the energy of the client, and I also guide within my readings. I'm not just going to give you card flow. I'm going to give you guidance as well. Because you done told me why you are here. You are here to gain clarity on your life. And not to talk about her reading, but I did a reading a couple of weeks ago, probably a week ago. She was a dead dud. She was a dud. Dud. Trash. And I'm going to tell you why. She wasn't open to change. She was dumping and complaining. And whoever thinks that a reader is supposed to sit there and not talk, I'm going to let you talk your minutes away. And I'm just going to not even like, you done talk the message out with complaining. You've been complaining all your fucking life. So you come in the reading with the same complaints. And when I give you alignment and I give you structure, 15 minutes later, you go back to that same question that I done gave you alignment and structure on. So we regurgitating, you're not taking it in. First of all, you're not writing it down, because a lot of y'all don't come in the reading prepared. You come ready to run your mouth, and then when I give you instructions, you haven't written it down. I'm not going to write it down and type it up for you. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm not a therapist. I'm not writing down none of that. So that is the difference between a grand reading and somebody that is just running their mouth like it's a regular conversation in life. If that's the case, I see why that man running, because you talk too fucking much. Talk too much. Your burdens are too heavy. That's why he ain't staying. So So I wanted to tell y'all that, y'all. When you in readings, and it just depends on who you're reading with. Because I'm just talking about me. I can't talk about nobody else and how they perform their readings. But when you in readings to gain clarity in life, to gain clarity in love, y'all need to start listening intentfully. And because you paid your money for this. And the message is given one time, y'all. When I say source, God, whoever you're attuned to, the message is given one time, and if you don't take it in correctly or take it in right then, you may never get that message again. So start writing down what people say. If I give you a Psalms to work, if I give you roots to work, if I give you a spiritual bath, if I give you all the things you need, start taking it in, writing it down. And don't come back to me saying, what did you say, bitch? I don't remember. Because I done pack that shit up once I get off the phone with you. All right? So even though I went over an hour of my time, this young lady blessed me for my time, my energy, okay? So y'all have an amazing day, because my husband is getting in. But listen to this message in full and understand that's just how we're going to flow. Bye.